It's a albino red-tailed bull. Wow.
Want to get closer to it?
That's probably close enough.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's cool.
Hey, what?
He won't do nothing. He don't bite.
Alright.
Make kiss. Come on. What? Hang on. Make kiss.
That is crazy. So the turtle shell and then a snake skin. Feels so weird. And it's a turtle shell. There's a list of different crocodiles and alligators all up on this wall. North American snakes. I like the mud snake.
All of our tropical birds. So these two white guys over here, they are the same species, but a little bit of a different subspecies. So this guy over here, he's an umbrella cockatoo.
Hello.
You want to do the tour for me?
He could probably recite it by now.
Definitely. But him over here, his name is Wacky Bird. He is an umbrella cockatoo, and every time he puts his veil up like that, he is welcoming you guys into his space. Sometimes that means he could bite, but sometimes that means he's totally fine. He did give me a little bite the other day, so I would advise you guys to keep your hands to yourself when it comes to him and all of our other tropical birds. They are a little bit temperamental, and their beaks do hurt very, very badly when they bite you. But this is Wacky Bird. He's an umbrella cockatoo, and his name is Wacky Bird because he used to be out like Miss Sunny right here.
So apparently he only has 1 foot. He lost it in apparently an attack. And they get big bite. Bye bye. I like that bird. So that's an iguana right there. Big it is.
You guys can follow me.
How old are these tortoises?
So all of these are going to be over 10 years old. Our oldest one is right here. He is actually dominant male. His name is Boudreaux, and he's 28. Our
Wow.
second oldest one is right here. His name is Cletus, and he's desperately trying to be dominant male, but he's a little bit younger than Boudreaux, a little bit less experienced in the world of tortoises, or existing with other tortoises, should I say. But he's about 25. And then all the rest of them are about maybe 10, I'm assuming. It's a little bit hard to tell. Some of these are rescues, some of these we did have since they were hatched from the egg. But we do have 3 males and 3 females in this group. But the easiest way for me to tell between male and female tortoises when they are of this size, males normally have a flat or concave section right here on their shell. So if you can see, Cletus has a flat one. Boudreaux has a little bit of a concave, a little bit of a flat one. And then Salabol over here, he has an entire divot in his shell. And that is partially because he did have some nutrient deficiencies earlier in his life. But he's doing very, very well now, so that shouldn't affect him too much. And also, if I lift up, let's see, if I lift up Salad Bowl, you guys can kind of see he's got an...
This one tried to attack me. He thought my shoe was food. You're crazy, man.
Yellow belly sliders,
No, I ain't touching you. No.
But,
Nope.
ones that are unique there are... And he now associates you guys with food.
Oh.
There. Or he associates people with food in this general position.
Do they jump really high?
They can.
Stop working
They
that
can
lens
definitely
zoom. That's
reach
what you
you,
should
Yeah.
be thinking.
but they kind of understand that when the food is coming. The crocodile does supplement them to make sure they get all the vitamins and minerals they need. And the crocodile also, it gives them something to do during the day, so it's partial in.
Hey, buddy.
So they are a little bit different. Your sulfatids are...
So this is the male right here that's running, and the female is in the back. Look at their tails. It's like snakes. Especially the way they slither.
Most of the time they like their food to veggies though. And I heard a lot of people refer to the redfoot tortoise as box turtles, and let me just admit they do look strikingly similar to box turtles. But they're actually a
Nasty.
tortoise, and box turtles are a burrowing tortoise. The only thing he'll really do when he gets pissed off is kind of just mosey on away. And of course, if I kind of lifted him up, he would try to swim away. Petted his head, he kind of gets angry at me. But he's not an aggressive turtle. If I was to get in there and sit down, he might be a little bit interested in me, but he's not. So if one of these guys died and we let it take its course, all the maggots would actually eat off this part of the head, but leave those jowls intact just because those are exposed bone, which is pretty cool. You can actually see an example of that in the lobby. But this one's about 20 to 30 pounds, so we're assuming he's about 20 to 30 years old. A little bit different than your normal kind. And we are trying to socialize them along with some of our other animals.
So apparently you can pet these guys, but I don't want to pet them. I'm too scared. I don't want to lose a finger.
Got that just yet. So she's about 7.5 feet, but she will be about 12 to 15 feet when she's full grown. Mr. Gumbo in there, he's a different species of crocodile, so he's a Nile crocodile from Africa, and I'm pretty sure places like Egypt, but I'm not positive on that. The more likely that they're male, and the higher the temperature, the more likely that they're female. So if you guys can see, Mr. Gumbo doesn't even have to look my way when I'm throwing that in the water, just because he does have pressure sensors all over his body, whereas your caiman that we saw earlier and your alligators only have them on their top and bottom jaw. So he really doesn't even have to look or smell the food that I'm throwing in. He can feel exactly where I threw it and exactly when I threw it. And he can actually feel that vibration for up to a mile away, so that does come in handy when he is hunting in his native land of Africa. So if there was a wildebeest drinking from the water, he would know exactly where that wildebeest was at all times. And this will not be their permanent enclosure. They're actually going to get... Girl, you a model. Don't get too carried away.
She won't bite?
No.
Alright, good.
If she freaks out, the worst she's gonna do is jump into her pond.
How does she have that green all over her?
That's algae that's been in her pond growing. We kind of scrub her off occasionally whenever.
That's right. Here you go.
I got it.
And then you can come down here. I'll put her on the ground if you
Okay,
want to take
fine.
any pictures of her alone or anything like that.
Oh, no movie mode. How do I swap it to a photo?
It's fine.
Okay.
The slit in her eye is so tiny.
Burmese python. Yeah. And then, so that is our mid-sized Burmese python. And I'm going to show you guys our meanest snake in the room. and he likes to mess my life up by knocking over his water and sitting in it all day. And then we have one more pretty impressive animal right here. Me and him did have a disagreement. Sliders. But I can show you. This one's an albino, and then this one's a lemon lime. Of course, more reptiles, and we'll be getting our big gators by next month, hopefully.
No, it's good. Hey.